Oh, excuse me. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Dina, the inspiration for the Nancy Botwin character in the TV show Weeds, and I'm here to wish the Bumpskey Show the very best on its 21st anniversary of supporting music, art, and the weed culture, blazing the way for future broadcasters. Not as many hits as a cat video on YouTube, but just as important. Peace and love and rock and roll, and lots of dabs.
Dr. Dina. Thank you, Dr. Dina. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it. How you all doing? Everybody good? Oh, look what I did there. That wasn't very smart, was it? Was that Jerry? There we go. All right. I was getting ready to play some vinyl, so that's why you saw that. We'll start the show off with some vinyl tonight. How's everybody doing? Sup? Sup, chat room? Sup? Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for supporting my therapy. I appreciate it. I think I finally might have some kind of job starting tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes, what the hours will be of the live show. They might be switching around a little bit. But the good thing about the internet and YouTube and podcasting and all that stuff is you can listen whenever you want. You don't have to listen when I'm live. You can listen to the show whenever you feel like you want to listen. That is the good thing about the show, if I must say so myself. You know? All right, so let's bring up the turntable. Let's do that. There we go. Now we got some turntable action behind me. That's right. We're less than 2 days away from the weekend, right? Yay. Yay, everybody. Although the weekend is kind of weird now because a lot of people have to work weekends, and so they have off during the week. So I don't know if there's truly a weekend anymore in the United States. It seems like every job I apply for, the first thing they say to you is, oh, you got to work the weekends. It's because I don't work in an office anymore. I'm too old for the office, I guess. They don't want me working in an office anymore. All right, what do you say we start the show off with some, I'm thinking Age of Truth. I had my Age of Truth shirt on yesterday. I don't think I played any Age of Truth. So let's start the show off tonight with some Age of Truth. And this is called One Eye, I think. Let me grab the vinyl. Yeah, see, somebody in the chat room saying they have to work on Saturdays too. So it seems like we live in a world now where there's no more weekends. Or, weekends are at all different times. For your support. Jerry, thank you so much for your support of our band, I guess. We cannot do this without you. I love Resolute. Great album. So the name of the song is, of course it's in dark writing, so I can't even read it. I'm going to swear it's called I-1, though. EYE1. You ready? I'm ready. So here we go. This is from Age of Truth, which no longer exists. They're now everybody but the bass player is in the band, and they're called Ages. Ages. All right, I'm ready. Jerry, shut up and play some music. I do have some. I could start it off with like a little. I got a little promo from the Age of Truth. At least I think I do. Yeah. Let's see. All right, you ready? Here's a little promo for the Age of Truth. Dig it.
Yo, this is Billy from Philly of the Age of Truth. Fucking Jerry used to steal my lunch money when we were in 3rd grade. I have not forgiven him since. Right now, like seriously, with inflation, it's close to $1 million. All right, listen to Bumpskey. This dude is the man. Love you all. Age of Truth's coming to your town, setting you on fire.
right, so that's half of the High Leaf Band. Back when they were known as Plantation.
Thank you very much.
And that was Painted Desert, which is on the High Leaf album. So right now we're going to do something live for the living room, though. This is Flood, and this is called In My Arms, live from the Bumpskey living room. Look at that.
In my arms.
In my arms.
Angel child, your name's on fire, and understand all your desires. Who said you have to be okay? Who said you have to be okay? Angel child, your tongue's a liar. You want to care and set your mind higher. You said you have to be okay. You said you have to be okay. But you want to love, you have your hate. You wish that you can be in my arms. In my arms. In my arms. You can call home a place to play. Yeah. Angel child, your tongue's a liar, and rub your eyes, 'cause my heart's tired. You said you have to be okay. You said you have to be okay. Listen of her feelings, and she's staring at the stained ceiling, and she's hiding in white linen. She's pretending she's a person. Oh. You cry because you can't fly. You said you have to be okay. You said you have to be okay. In my arms. In my arms. In my arms, you can go home or a place to play. Yeah. In my arms. In my arms. In my arms, you can go home or a place to play. Yeah.
Flood, live from the living room. In My Arms, Plantation, now known as High Leaf. They got I don't know if it's a private gig or just a house party. They got something going on in Philly, so go by their social media if you want to party in Philly this weekend. Say, hey, can I get in on the party? I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Rumor has it they've been, that last weekend they played a new song, so you might have the opportunity to hear a song that nobody else has heard. Kind of cool. All right, so I got my autographed copy of Twin Flames Radio, and I think what we're going to do is Too Much Noise. Too Much Noise. Let's see if I can get close. Hold on. I'm going to drop the needle on the record. Hold on. So you get to watch all this. See how cool this show is? All right. You ready? Let's see how close I get. That's pretty close. You ready? This is Too Much Noise, Twin Flames Radio. On the Bumpskey Show. Go to BamtasticSilver.com.
Don't tell me to turn it down, man. I'm a 5-year-old. Guitar is my life.
You're making too much noise. You're making too much noise for a little boy. We're gonna cut off your hands, gonna cut off your head, and pull out your mind unless you go to bed. So what you think about that? So what you think about that?
What you think about You got too much to say. You got too much to say. For a little girl, we're gonna shut your mouth. Gonna sit you lips closed. Reprogram your mind till you do what you're told.
So what you think about that? So what you think about that?
What you think about that?
Play my drums all day. I can't hear what you say. Yeah, I'm gonna be on top of the pops. Watch me on the box, on top of the pops. So what you think about that? So what you think about that?
What you think about that?
So what you think about that? So what you think about that?
What you think about? What you think about? What you think about that?
What you think about that, huh? All right. Here's the Stone Coyotes.
Let me tell you the story of a girl. All she ever wanted was to rock the world. Asked for a guitar for birthday number 9. They thought an acoustic would be just fine. No, 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 I want a PC British. Maybe a warlock, maybe a bitch. Mommy said to get
The Stone Coyotes, the First Lady of Rock. And let's do, this one's going back to New York. This is also the Stone Coyotes. So we're going back to New York.
I climbed to the top of a mountain, went to where rivers are born. I threw 3 coins in the fountain, sailed through the eye of a storm. I sat across from a wise man, he said, I'll tell you what is true. I said, excuse the interruption, if it's all the same to you, I'm going back to New York. Back to New York. Back to New York. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I found the lost city of Atlantis. I slept in the Taj Mahal. Walked through the Garden of Eden. Saw Adam and Eve take the fall. I hitched a ride on a spaceship. I flew out to Venus and Mars. I said, oh well, I like the view, but I thank my lucky stars. I'm going back to New York. Back to New York. Back to New York. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 Pandora. She said, don't open that box. I said, too late, the deed is done. She said, shoulda changed the locks. I was crawling across the Sahara in the middle of no man's land. Saw 42nd and Broadway shimmer in the desert sand. I'm going back to New York. Back to New York. Back to New York. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going back to New York. I'm going back to New York. Going back to New York. 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 Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Stone Coyotes are going back to New York. That's right. Back to New York, the Stone Coyotes. First Woman of Rock, Stone Coyotes. And we started off with Twin Flames Radio. And they did Too Much Noise. Too Much Noise. BamtasticSilver.com. TheStoneCoyotes.com, although they broke up because the drummer passed away. Rest in peace. But you can catch up on anything they're up to and find some history over at TheStoneCoyotes.com. All right. Just hanging out, trying to spread peace, love, music, and art, and common sense around the world. Nobody's listening, but that's okay. We're still here doing it. Doesn't matter. We hope eventually people will catch on, but hey. And I know people email me and go, Jerry, I'm listening. I know. It's just not Joe Rogan numbers, you know? We don't have those millions of viewers. So that's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get a lot of people to feel the same way that we feel. And I thank everybody that's out there. Trust me. I thank everybody that's out there. I've been doing this for a long time, so anybody that listens, that's a good thing. I hope I'm entertaining. You can always email me, bumpskey@gmail.com, jerry@thebumpskeyshow.com. Let me know what you like. Let me know what annoys you, whatever you want to do. Say hi. Doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. Should we do a cartoon? Anybody up for a cartoon? I could do a cartoon. Should we do, how about we do City Cat? City Cat. I sent an email to Teddy Richards to see if he wants to be on the show, so Teddy had sent an email out for anybody who wants to interview him, so I responded, hey, Teddy, I'd love to if you want to come back on the show. If it's not too painful. So maybe we'll get Teddy on the show. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, here's a little story that Teddy's in, though. Ready? Exclusive Bumpskey cartoon. Bam. Bam. Bumpskey, do you think we'll see any good bands tonight?
Jerry, you're probably too stoned to know if you're watching a good band or not. Why don't you just go smoke another joint?
Bumpskey, you're too funny. You're right, I should go smoke a joint.
Hey, Bumpskey and Jerry, what's up?
Hi, John.
Hi, John. How you doing?
What are you doing here, John?
This is Teddy. We were hanging out in the city, and I told him I'd come by and see my man Jerry, because he's got the pull at the Acme Underground, and we'll see if we can get us up on stage.
I think we can get you on stage, John. Jerry, you stupid stoner, go talk to Todd and make it happen. Yo, Jerry, how you doing?
Not bad, Todd. You want to burn one?
Sure, why not?
Hey, Todd, do you think you can do me a favor?
Sure, Jerry, anything for you, my friend.
A friend of a friend just showed up, and he'd like to play a couple of songs. You think you can get him on the stage?
Come on, Jerry, you know I don't book the bands.
You know I never asked for anything. How about doing me this favor?
Alright, you dumb stoner, how many people did he bring?
He is the touring guitar player for Aretha Franklin, and it's his day off, and he came here to play at the Acme.
Yo, stoner, how many people did he bring?
He's from Detroit, and it's Aretha Franklin's son.
How many people did he bring?
Just one.
You gotta be kidding me, you dumb stoner. How many people did he bring?
Just one.
Yo, I don't give a who he is. If he didn't bring 20 people who are drinking, he is not playing on my stage.
Thanks for the help, Todd. I believe this.
Yo, you stupid stoner, I don't give a who he is. If he didn't bring 20 people who are drinking, he's not playing on my stage. You can do whatever the you want in the green room, but he ain't playing on my stage. Hey Jerry, you stupid stoner, when does Teddy go on?
Well, I got good news and bad news. What would you like first?
Listen, you stupid stoner, don't let me take away your lighter. What time is Teddy on?
Sorry, Teddy, I tried everything, but they won't let you play on stage. Instead, I'm skipping filming, and we'll have you live on the feed from the green room.
Are you kidding, Jerry? Did you tell them who Teddy was, or were you too stoned to remember?
Teddy who?
Don't worry about it, guys. I'm fine down here in the green room. In fact, I like it because you have a cat just like I do at home. Hey, Jerry, what's your cat's name?
Hey, Teddy, what do you think, I live here? That wasn't my cat. That was a New York City rat.
It's chicken farm time.
Madonna, Bitter. And let's do some 5-Year Jacket from Bumpskey Bash 2003. How does that sound? This is everything.
First taste in the basement, burning my throat. And I met my father when I was 13 years old. Smoke on a barn roof, I threw up in the snow. Stayed hot and dark in the park till it wasn't white as a ghost. And winter would creep in and kiss my bones. And I lingered longer and I lose control. Everything that I say I can do, I can feel you from farther away than the God they say loves us, but I never pray. It seems far away, full of fear, the silhouettes, and I pray to fear cigarettes. There's everything that I see, I can see, you feel me, big as the sea, oh God who's free. Love us, but I don't agree. Nothing's for free. My grandfather fought overseas. You learn how to slaughter, dig the trees. Well, my mother's his daughter. She raised me alone. She burns for warmth and I burn for show. And everything within range goes to flame when she walks by. She's hotter than night. Better than I'll ever be. Your place, you call your bluff. Stop fear and it fears. Remembering the air of fear and trembling. And everything that I claim I can blame on my father. It's probably mine. It's healing with time. Loves us, and I am praying. It seems far away and full of fear. Feel the west and I pray to fear and cigarettes and everything I see I can be. Can you feel me as big as the sea? Oh God, who's free? Love us, but I don't agree, 'cause nothing's for free, at least not for me.
5-year jacket, Bumpskey Bash 2003. That one's called Everything.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
Everything, that's right. Look at that. The Bumpskey Show. You're watching the Bumpskey Show. You're supposed to be seeing me, though, so here I am. All right. I think we got time to squeeze one more song in before I wrap the show up, so let me do that real quick. This is David Newbold off the Power Up collection, and this is the title track. This goes out to Bumpskey. Power Up. Power Up. DavidNewbold.com. David Newbold.
Used to be a young man, was all of 21. I had no problems, no, it's unlimited love. But those days are gone, just my luck. You can change the wires, you can hypnotize, you can plug it in, it won't power up. Good God, power up. Baby, this thing won't power up. I look at the world, I wanna see my face. When I look in the mirror, wanna see my face. I look at my hands, I wanna get the job done. I'm thinking Mount Olympus, but I see the setting sun. It's going down every day of the week. Opening my mouth, but I can't hardly see. I'm gonna power up. I'm gonna power up. I tell you what, I'm gonna power up.
Man, I brought my TV in last week. This thing is beautiful. I know it's old. I know it's not a flat screen. I call it fat screen. I know it's not flat. Because I think maybe it just needs a little tune-up or whatever. The guy calls me back and says, "Well,
So you wanna be a star, baby? Let 'em all know who you are. And when the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let 'em steal your soul. Why'd you hide behind your scars, baby? They ain't really who you are. Now the waves are crashing down around your broken dreams. Who's gonna light your way? Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. If the pain is too unkind, Maybe you could try and numb your mind when the lights are flashing on your silver limousine. Don't let them steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. And risk it all on the heartache. You can't win if you don't play. So you wanna be a star, baby? Let 'em all know who you are. When the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let 'em steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Yeah. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Yeah. Rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll.
Peace and love and rock and roll. Trying to spread that around the world. Twin Flames Radio. Go to BamtasticSilver.com. BamtasticSilver.com is the website for Twin Flames Radio, Bubble, Bamtastic Silver, a whole bunch of cool stuff worth checking out. BamtasticSilver.com. All right. I think another successful therapy session. I hope the music helped you. It helped me. Having some tough times going on right now, so I could always use a little therapy. Always helps. Could use some blessings. We were watching something, or I saw somewhere where it said, luck doesn't last, but blessings do. So we're looking for blessings. Thank you to the chat room. Acknowledging the chat room. Anybody who watches the show live, you could come in and send me messages. I sit here and I watch the chat room. It's hard for me to run the show and type back to you, but I do look at what's going on. I try and comment whenever I can. The more people that hang out in the chat room, you can get your own little chat going on during the show. So if you want to watch the show live, just go by bumpskeytv.com. I should have posted when I'm doing the show live. Don't forget, be good to each other, take care of each other, love each other, respect each other. If you can't do all of those at once, start with respect. Then once you respect somebody, you might care about that person because you have respect for them, right? And then if something happens to them and they need help, you might help care for that person. So once you respect them and care about them, and once you're helping to care for them, you might learn to love that person. See how the progression works? It doesn't go from, I met you to I love you. There's a progression there. Takes time. Got to give things time sometime. Most of the time. Does anything happen automatically? Very, very few things. Sometimes you got to build up to stuff. And once you love them and you care about them and you respect them, and look at the society that we have. It'd be a way better society than this scamming, hating, violence. It's just a good alternative. Just throwing out some alternatives for you, okay? God willing, I'll be here tomorrow night. Like I said, I'm not sure what the work schedule is for me for tomorrow. But I got to think that I'll be home in time to do a show. But maybe not. You never know. They said, come and we're going to do some training. So they didn't say how long I'd be there. Nothing. So I'm going to go see what's going on. So God willing, I'll be here, tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Peace. And always remember and never forget.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right. Peace.
If you could stand for our national anthem, that would be fantastic. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless the USA.